Previously on Eden.
Unmoving eyes. Well, I don't think they could really move a lot. I mean, the pupil takes up 90% of the entire eye. A monster. I'm a monster! That way I can orgasm to such things without having it be awkward. It was a sandwich! A man's best friend. Egg, ham, lettuce with cucumber, and salmon! There is no more need to have any other sandwiches in this world. See? Like I said, she's trying to make friends. She's trying to make friends. I thought of many ways I could destroy mankind. Why didn't you do it? It would have been fun. Oh, things have escalated. So she is a phalanx. Because she has like the whole eyes and the hair that's similar. I believe that all living things have a right to be happy. Second drop of the mic. I'm gone. You're under arrest. This is not good, my friend.
And our story continues.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, JAC the one-man band is back again. And what is this horse pucky? They are arresting Elica. Why are they doing this? It's time for us to find out. It was a morning like any other. A simple morning, if you will. After finally getting shown out of bed, and with some mild difficulties, and brushing her hair, that long flowing hair that everyone's so envious about, Elica brought Shion her breakfast before getting the laundry, and finally leaving the room. An ordinary morning. Except when these assholes show up, the usual routines. So why did the soldier stop her in the middle of her duties? Yeah, I got stuff to do, I don't care. Elica tilted her head, much like I do when I'm confused. Arrest? Yes. You are here. We are here to restrain you. 3 soldiers stood in Elica's way. Oh, because 2 wasn't good enough. They were dressed in their field gear, complete with rifles hung over their shoulders. Elica stared at the 3 of them a while, with her head still tilted, then finally understood what they were after. My, by restrained, do you mean bondage? Oh, okay, no, Elica, no time for jokes, no time for laughing. This is serious. But it's still kind of funny. I regret to inform you that, but it is not one of my hobbies for bondage. No, that's just, no. We aren't joking. The soldiers who appear to be, the soldier who appeared to be the commander said, with a troubled look in his face. Because that's what he was actually, that's what he wanted. He was like, dang it, she caught on to us. But we don't intend to be rough with you. Could you please come with us? What shall I do? I don't think she's fully, is she fully understanding what's going on? Elica set the basket of laundry on the floor and took an unnaturally brooding pose. She took things at her own pace as usual. Please, Elica, we aren't doing this because we want to. This is because you're ordered to. Surely the major won't treat you badly, so. By the way, what am I being charged with? Let's approach this logically, shall we? It has been confirmed that you have been conducting unauthorized communications with an external party. How so? As it appears to be concerning Shion, there is a possibility that this will be considered treason as well. My, that sounds pretty serious. Those are the seeds you've sown. Since you've leaked information to the outside, it may be difficult for Major Inaba to work this out internally. Yeah, they planted information. They just want her out of the way. Like the bastards they are. My. He may be the commanding officer of this facility, but I guess he is still just another sorry field officer in the end. Yeah, he don't like you. He don't have... Don't you understand? We're not joking around! I understand. I'm just teasing you. She's taking this very well. Elica? I completely forgot. The Major is someone I must have let my guard down around. A sweet smile rose across Elica's face. Is she gonna go like awesome anime rogue maid and just take these 3 guys out? You are all far too soft compared to the Major. You were told to restrain me. Why are you acting so gutless? Elica, what are you? I am disobeying you. Oh, she be rebelling. She gonna kill him. 3 soldiers gonna die tonight. Her long skirt fluttered lightly through the air. And at the same time, her slender fists stuck into the shoulder's hand which held the rifle. Like, it like stuck? Like went through? Does she have super speed? Gah! The soldier cried out and dropped his rifle. Yeah, I would too if a hand went through mine. I'd be like, hey, that's not supposed to happen. Elica took another step, stomped her foot onto the carpet, spun around, and drove her elbow like an arrow into the pit of the man's stomach. Oh man, that's gonna be internal bleeding for sure. He frothed at the mouth. The pitiful soldier collapsed and his eyes rolled up into his head. Yep, he done. What?
Take off.
Resistances? And you're already dead. You should... Don't talk, just shoot! Dang it! The 2 soldiers panicked and quickly pointed their rifles toward the girl. Elica laughed quietly. You think you can take me on, boy? They reacted late to this unexpected situation. Far too late. The girl sneered at the soldiers, who were supposed to be professionals at combat. Yet they don't even shoot! Before they don't shoot. They just say, restraint, resistance is! She kicked away the barrels of the guns at her and swung her leg again. No sooner than it had touched the ground. Ah! Oh dang, she's gonna take you out. She's like that maid from Toho. I don't remember her name. Her skirt flipped up to risque levels. Hitting them with that! Distraction! Amazing! Good tactic. Yet the soldiers let out a cry of neither surprise nor pleasure, just of terror. Elica's long, limber leg extended. Her heel stuck into the soldier's jaw before he finished his scream. Ow! Oh, that would... Oh. Without looking at the fallen soldiers, Elica giggled as she turned to face the last one standing. She's just gonna do the whole, come at me, bro, and he's just gonna be like, Friendly fire was a concern in such close quarters, so he had not easily fired on her. They should have sent an entire platoon, perhaps sent more skilled soldiers if they truly wanted to restrain her. Instead they sent these fools! Then again, Major Inaba likely didn't consider that the maid would resist, much less that she would overpower his subordinates. Is something the matter? Will you not shoot? You're afraid! Doing this will get you nowhere. Maybe. I am simply pushing my plan ahead of schedule. I should manage somehow. Oh, so is she a bad guy? Is she? If she is, I'm still rooting for her, because she is a nice one. Plan? What plan? Right now, you should worry about yourself, not me. You silly, stupid man. Will you call for backup? Are you waiting for somebody to pass by? I do not mind either way. The lone remaining soldier could only tremble as a new recruit before the grinning, looming girl. I'm scared! This girl in a maid outfit scaring the crap out of me! I'm scared. What happened to these guys? They had conveniently collapsed right where there had been a blind spot in the surveillance network. Oh! She's way smarter than I give her credit for! 3 soldiers were piled on top of one another. I recognized their faces, but didn't recall their names because I didn't really care. They appear to be alive. Dang it, she didn't kill any of them. That sucks. Going out of my way to check their breathing and pulses was unnecessary. They didn't seem to be bleeding either. Had they been struck by something or suffered a surprise attack? For now, I suppose I'll look that way. Look which way? I couldn't afford to ignore this. No, you should ignore it! Whatever Elica's doing. Like, I'm kind of cool with it. I'm pretty sure she's doing something to get shown out of this place. It was certain that some trouble had transpired. As I was about to walk away, I noticed something had been left beside the fallen soldiers. A laundry basket. There was a dress inside. Don't tell me. Ping pong? Ping pong? Table tennis? We gonna play some table tennis? At the very moment the answer came to my mind, a boundless, cheerful voice reached my ears. Oh, is she on the intercom? Ping pong! A cheerful and out-of-place voice abruptly resounded through the quiet office. Inaba, who had been looking over the documents, and Lobby, who had been staring absent-mindedly out the window, both snapped their heads up. Let's see. Can you hear me? Everyone in the research facility. Can you? Miss Elica? Yeah. Ha! This what you get for being dumb! Inaba nodded, reaching for the PC on his desk and opened the communications channel. As you may know, I am the maid, Elica. I am borrowing the internal broadcast because I have something I would like to tell you all this morning. I quit. Hey, what happened? What's the Tokita squad doing? Tokita? You should have sent something better. He couldn't get through to the squad that was supposed to have apprehended Elica. Wait, a squad is 3 people? A squad should be at least 4. And that's if they're commandos. If they're just regular soldiers, it should be anywhere from 6 to 11. If you could hear Elica's happy-go-lucky voice over the facility speakers, then it was evident something had happened to the squad. I am not a fan of beating around the bush, so I will get straight to the point. You see, in about another 20 minutes, the research facility will explode into smithereens. Okay, because that self-destruct button is always important. Oh, that face! That face is priceless! He's like, oh, things have escalated. Hey, now's not the time for uh-ohs. Speaking of, I just activated the countdown timer for the dynamite buried in the basement. I buried it there myself. Seeing as how this facility contains extraordinary amounts of valuable data, that very dangerous item was prepared in the event that it should fall into enemy hands. How scary. Indeed, you're the scary one for switching it on. Major, now's not the time for wisecracks. No, now's the perfect time for wisecracks. By the way, since I do not know the termination code, there's no longer any way to stop it. I sincerely doubt the code to be cracked in the next 20 minutes either. It's gonna be pretty impossible. Looks like it. Inaba sighed as he fiddled with his workstation. Only the commanding officer of the facility, Inaba himself, could activate the device. But if he could only activate it, how was Elica able to? That's how it should have been, but the emergency shutdown code Inaba knew had not been accepted. Oh, she'd be hacking into your system! The program had apparently been rewritten somehow. I do apologize, but I do not believe you will die if you make it as far as the coastline. If you give it your undivided attention and run with all your might, you should be able to make it to the safety zone with time to spare. So please do try your best. On that note, thank you for listening so attentively. The broadcast ended with a snap. I'm dropping the mic. Next fell the indescribable silence. What's this about? She really did it. I never thought I'd let her slip away and this would happen. I didn't see any of this coming. It's 'cause I'm an idiot. That maid is far more formidable than I thought. She must certainly have lived as long for nothing. So now that So, that's not what I'm talking about. How are you gonna handle this? Everyone's going to take cover, obviously. Inaba immediately opened up the comm system and began to address all squads and personnel within the building to evacuate. That was the one and only thing he, the man in charge, could do. Well, at least he's not being a sore loser about it. Inaba was concentrating on so much on giving directions that he had not noticed Lavi had disappeared. Oh no. That's bad. Lavi gone go crazy. I could hear music. That gentle melody, comfortably streaming from the radio, had a somewhat solemn tone to it. It almost sounded like it belonged at a funeral. Well, someone's gonna die. Was it really for the best? Was it? I will think about that later. Right now, there is something else I must do. What exactly is that? Get Shion to safety? The maid girl smiled sweetly and set the portable terminal on the table. At her feet were the fallen soldiers who were supposed to be guarding Shion. Was that your doing, Elica? I made sure to apologize right before I hit them, although I'm not sure if they heard me. Well, that's their fault for not hearing well enough. Smiling, she stuck out her fist with a pop. It looked like the maid was quite capable of protecting her master. Well, of course she was! She's a maid in an anime thing! All maids are awesome like that. All things considered, you do act quickly, Ryo. You got here first. I'm Shion's guard. It's natural that I would come running to her side. How nice. What is? When you do as you're told, you never have to think for yourself. You rationalize your actions as being part of your orders, without worry nor distress, and are able to refrain from hurting yourself no matter what you do. Since you were ordered, you cannot help it, even if it's something you could not personally wish to do. All is settled with but a word. And it's gone now. The cool music is gone. Elica took a deep breath. Are you really satisfied living this kind of life, Ryo Haruna? Is she gonna be all like, I want you to take Shion out of here? Are we finally gonna get smart? Eh? What do you mean? I'm sure you have a will of your own within you. Can you live your life only listening to orders and die without any regrets? Can you say for certain that there is sure thing as life-free regrets? I think so. It all depends, really. Oh, we pulled a gun! Bro, if you shoot her, I swear to the Lord in heaven, I will not like you no matter what you do afterwards. I drew my handgun and slowly pointed it at Elica. We were about 3 meters apart. It would be difficult for me to miss at this distance. Elica, I want to ask for myself. Why do you go to such dangerous lengths for Shion? Because they love each other. Because it's a sisterly love and all that stuff. You don't comprehend love, you stupid idiot! I hate you! Throw the soldiers into chaos and use that opportunity to break Shion out of the facility. It was a simple plan, but I couldn't say it had a very high likelihood of success. Shion aside, if the orchestrator here had were to make any mistake.
てるじゃないですか。
Is that not obvious?
私は
I love you.
シ
See?
オンが好きなんです。
See? I get it. Why doesn't he?
シオンの
Shion's first and final wish. If that girl wants to see the outside world, I will show it to her. That was our promise. A promise we made on the day in the distant past, which I refused to break at any cost. So there's no turning back now. No turning back, son. Indeed. I alone am the only person in the world who can grant her wish. So I must. The eyes of the girl standing before my muzzle were filled with conviction. Eyes of someone who had complete faith that they had made no mistake. Sis. I suspected I had made those very same eyes when I left the place I was born and raised and entered the military. But at some point, the fire in my eyes had grown dull. I stopped focusing on my goal and gave up on thinking for myself. Even if there's nothing in it for you? I don't need to gain anything from it. If only Shion would smile from the bottom of her heart, that would be good enough. You see, some people just do good things because they're good-natured. That's right, put your gun down, boy. I said nothing and lowered my gun. Elica was just like I was once. She needed nothing. If only the person precious to her, the person she loved, could smile, that was enough. It was the only thing in the world that we wished for. I had lost sight of who I was and had forgotten that. Elica? Yes? How well prepared are you? Ryo? Tell me, so that I can help you! Elica gazed at me and seemed to be sizing me up. This was the first I sensed any astonishment in her usually cool-headed gaze. This may have been what she was like as a scientist. I think I know, deep down, that I would never see my sister again, and that she was dead. So all that was left for me was to die. I fought and tried to defeat as many enemies as I could. That was the only thing I had left after entering the military. Get to the point, Ryo. But that's behind me now. If I do not need this life, if I won't use it for my own sake, then I believe I should use it for someone else, to protect the life of someone trying to live. Elica's eyes, within which dwelt a plethora of intricate colors, closed solemnly. I liked how they used plethora right there. That's a nice word. I love that word. She nodded slightly. You should assume all attempts to disable the self-destruct sequence will be useless. The program was put together by Natsumi and was for us during a blackout. Sis made it? That was her final thing that she did. Security was not only strict when Natsumi did it. It wasn't so strict. She escaped simply by stealing a helicopter. So, once she was brought back here, she entrusted the unused program to you. Of course, I had prepared a few other contingencies, but there is not much I can use right away. In other words, you left the rest to chance. Those weren't the best of odds, Elica. Never tell me the odds! Elica is Han Solo. How much could be done in the 20 minutes remaining? She wouldn't know if she didn't try. She had to try. And you have to help her! I know it's quite reckless, but if I were detained, escape would have been impossible. Detained? That damned Major was quicker on his feet than I thought! This was my only choice. I think it was a good choice. Elica forced a smile and held out her hand. But if you were to work with me... Yes! Yes!
可能性は
The odds
随分
of
広がります
success would increase greatly.
もちろん
Of course, I will not force you.
あなたの心のままに
Do as your heart tells you. As my heart tells me. You mean that shriveled up little thing in my chest? I had already searched my heart. I was sure that was enough.
署内は混乱してる
The entire building is in a state of panic. You and Shion might just make it as long as nobody gets in your way.
私もシオンも
Shion and I
き
can
ちんと
run
自
on
分
our
の足で
own
走
2 feet.
りますよ
I held my hand towards Elica as she smiled. What was that? What was that? What? I couldn't comprehend what just happened. What happened? No sooner had I heard the sound of the air being sliced. In the next second, something had sprouted from Elica's side. No, something had pierced her. Elica's eyes went wide as she gazed at the foreign object protruding from her waist.
そこまでよエリカ
Lavi! You! Okay, Lavi. You have a knife, I have a gun. We both know who's gonna come out on top here. But we'll have to see what happens then in the next episode, guys. I'm leaving it here. Alrighty, guys. In the next episode, it's kill or be killed. Escape or not escape. Freedom or death. I'll see you guys next time out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, tip your waiters, and keep moving forward. I'll see you then. Yeah.